Yo, what's happening guys? Welcome back to Tokimotive. Alright, shed's nice and clean. Now time to make a mess. Not really, hopefully not. Alex has just been making fun of me. I didn't have the little loop bits that go across for the power steering rack, for the actual cross member. Looks like the ones off 31 cross members will do the trick. So, we've just scavenged it from one of the spare cross members in the yard. And we're going to throw the 33 rack in, because I've got a 33 rack for it now. Throw that in, hook it up. Hopefully the rack ends are at least close to the right size. That way this thing's a little bit easier to move around and shuffle, because the wheels won't just as soon as you try and push it, which is something that's been happening. So, going to do that first up, and then as for what else I'm doing on this thing, I don't know. Tackle a lot of the little fiddly stuff, maybe work on some of the surface rust, chuck the boot latch in, just do some little things that'll get rid of some parts sitting in boxes, and then just slowly progress it, because I haven't got a lot of the stuff I need for doing big things on it right now. Stands are probably a good idea. Alright, so let's try and put more 31 shit on it, and that's not going to fit. That's pretty rounded. Interesting. Ah. Success. Why do you not work? Oh. That might have something to do with it. This seems safe. Let's see if that actually fits. Ooh. Come on, old man. Ease up. Sometimes I feel like an old man. Okay.
Do you want me to get you welding gloves? So you don't go touching further.
Nah. Send it.
Wait, fuel ones.
Oh yeah.
How fucking smart am I?
Yeah. You have your moments. Not even going to spline. As long as it doesn't wheels flopping all over the place, we're good. There's 31 cross members. These just screw into welded on nuts on the inside of the cross member. But 33 cross member doesn't have that. So I've got a couple of different ones that fit, but turns out Nissan wheel nuts. They fit perfect. Thread matches exactly. So I'm just gonna chuck wheel nuts in there. And then the rack will be in. And just hook it up to the knuckles and hopefully it sits somewhat straight. We'll find out. The whole relocated cross member thing is not ideal.
That'll probably be the bit that's making it so hard.
Probably. Yep. You're not using that wheel nut.
No, there's a whole box in the way.
Oh yeah, we'll just... That's it, we'll just... It is, isn't it?
Give me that line.
Go on then. Fuck. Apparently everything in a Nissan is wheel nut size. It's like, hey, I decided I want to do a full bolt replacement, so I went out and bought 10 packs of wheel nuts. Literally. Wheel nut. Perfect. Mint. Has dodgy installed rack now. Perfect. There is officially more wheel nuts
On the rest of the car than there is wheels.
Yes. That's fine, right? Well, it wants to roll away now. Code in, but
It still moves.
it's a lot easier than it used to. That's all it needed to do. Well, I've kind of just been wandering around this thing, not really sure what to do next on it, to be honest. I thought a good idea would be put the 33 GTST rear hubs and brakes and everything in it. So it's got the drum handbrake, so it's actually got a decent handbrake, not one that's the little twisty dog thing on the caliper itself. And then I can have the full 33 GTST brake conversion on it, which would be good because it's going to be pretty spicy, so I want good brakes on it. But turns out in the drum setup, I was meant to have it all, but I think I've lost a couple of pieces. I've lost one of the little adjusters, and I've lost one of the little springs. So I can't do that. Now I'm at a crossroads because I don't know what to do. And yeah, temporarily fitting a power steering rack just so it rolls around easier isn't that entertaining for a video. I'm not going to make you just watch that. But it smells absolutely delicious out here right now. This is my favorite new thing. Got the smoker, got a nice big lamb roast going in there. The shed smells delicious. The food smells delicious. So I'm keen for that. I'm liking this whole smoking meat thing. It's pretty good, especially when I can do it while I'm out here working in the shed. And it also means that I have cooked dinner. And I get some delicious smoky meat, either during or at the end of my project that I'm doing. I did chicken legs last night. It was very, very good. So, trying to work out what I'm doing on this thing. I guess I could throw the boot latch in. I don't really want to throw the interior in yet because I don't even know if this wiring harness is good yet. I'm swapping brake boosters with my mate Kurt because he's got an LS in his, and his is a double bump, so it comes out that bit further. Really should be fine for my setup, but it fouls on the covers for the LS because it is so wide, so we were going to do a swap. So I don't really want to put the dash in and then have to be reaching up under and climbing under and doing it. But at the same time, I really want to put the interior together and just kind of dodgily sit the bride seat in here so I can feel what the car will be like. I don't know why, it's one of those weird things. I've literally bought cars by how it felt to sit in them, how the vibe was when I sat in it. I already know I love the vibe sitting in an S13, but I haven't got to sit in this one yet because I got it pulled apart. Decisions. You'll see once I decide. Goes in here somewhere, I guess. Does it go that way? No, it definitely doesn't go that way. Let's go like that. So I'm kind of dumb and have missed something. When I pull that lever, nothing happens. The boot shuts and stays shut. That's nice. But this isn't doing anything. None of it's doing anything. So now the boot's stuck shut, which means I gotta climb through. Thankfully, I don't have a rear seat in this, but still, damn. I gotta climb through there, which is gonna be interesting. Now, it really puts into perspective how small the boot is on this. I should just bolt this back in, it'd probably be easier, but I got the boot back open again. It was just the latch was a bit jammed. So we got that part working, which was very dramatic when I freed myself. If only I had charge enough for blah, blah, blah. But we're not getting engagement on the lock piece, which you won't see until I put charge in this thing, but there's a little pin that goes out and it's over this side and it swings across and strikes the pin on the latch itself, but they're like this far apart from each other. So I'm guessing maybe this is bent because it doesn't look like anything goes on the end of that, unless there originally was, I don't know. I'm gonna look and see if I can just bend the pin back and that'll work. Once again, it's not like some dramatic, super exciting video, but I'm getting a bunch of fiddly stuff done that I'm gonna have to attend to eventually. So, a bit more vloggy, a bit more fiddly, but hope you guys are enjoying anyway. This is part of cars after all. It's It's not all big fancy projects. Some of it is just fiddly nonsense. And I've got to try and get this boot latch to work properly, because I want to be able to unlock it with the key, not just have to pull the latch inside every single time. See what I can do. I'll pull this out and see if I can get a better angle on it so that it can actually strike it. And meanwhile, while I'm doing that, because it's not going to be that entertaining to watch me pulling out a boot latch, I'm going to watch Jimmy Oaks at Ebisu. So, yeah, consuming while creating. Why not? Oh yeah, look at that. You can see that doesn't look quite right. So, I'm not going to be able to bend that angle, so I might just bend this angle in so it can still strike. Just put something over it and give it a twitch up, and hopefully it works. I'll just put a shifter over it, bent her in. Hopefully that does the trick and I have a fully functioning boot latch. We'll find out. Alright, so that little bend I did. Oh, looks like it's striking. Okay, boot shuts properly. Ah, that's sick. I never knew I'd be so excited about a boot opening properly. I've been kinda messing around watching Jimmy Oaks and not really being very productive, but I'm out here, I'm in the shed, I'm enjoying my car, I'm making some small progress, I've got meat on in the smoker, a nice big lamb roast. It's a good day. It is a good day. I felt pretty aimless to begin with, but I'm actually enjoying poking around and getting these little fine details on this thing. Because eventually I'm going to have to do them regardless, and at the moment, I'm not crapping $100 bills. Like, I'm not rolling in money. I'm only just sort of getting back on top, and I've got a nice little mountain of credit card debt that I've got to pay off from when I was not making money. So, yeah. Bills keep coming. Whether money comes or not, bills keep coming. And I definitely do not want to lose this space. Like, do not want to lose this space. So, no matter what, I'm going to make sure I got the money to pay the rent. Even if it means it bites me a bit later. Well, that's finished. On to more little fiddly stuff, I guess. Until food's ready. And then I eat. Then I feast. Big feast. Lots of lamb. Lots of meat. Ah, I can't wait. But that is a... Oh no. Oh no. Something has gone wrong. The key is stuck. I think it's on the other side of the pin. That's not good. It won't turn back. Won't turn back to straight. I made a mistake. Alright, that is the best angle I can get. So that's striking there. I've just bent this little tab that's swinging here. I've just bent it down a bit because it was only just contacting the top of that other striker. But you can see it's only just hitting it. So I think I'm going to bend that, take the latch off again, bend it in a bit more. So it's got more of a sure contact so it can't get stuck on that other side again. So I've bent this little striker here, this little swinging bit, down a bit more. And the other one in a touch. Don't know if this is how it's meant to be, but this is what's got it working. And that's a much more confirming strike and doesn't look like it's going to get caught on the other side anymore. So we'll test it out. Alright, moment of truth. Boot still shuts. Ah. Works perfectly. And one of my favourite bits that is still on this car. It's not perfect condition, but it still has the outer, and I love that. I love that so much. Unlock, lock, unlock, lock. Sketches me out how violent this is. Wow. But it works. I love it. Mint. Little smoked roast update. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's gonna be good. I think I'm definitely going wingless. I just like the body lines of the rear of the S13 without a wing. I think that looks nice. Ratty. Definitely a shitbox. But nice. It's my shitbox. My lamb roast is almost done in the smoker. So I think for tonight, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to properly put this bumper onto the Rio. You've got this little sandwich plate here, and these little nuts and little bolts and threads that go through. As you can see, I just sort of jammed it on there because I wanted to see what it looked like. And I gotta say, I do like stock body S13. So I don't know what direction I'm gonna go with yet. I don't know if I'm gonna go big kit, big wheels, make it look really out there and nutty, or whether I'm just gonna have it like sort of a, either maybe a small Nismo kit, which I think the only thing that's gonna be in my budget is a fiberglass one, which I wanna stay away from fiberglass because I'm very rough on cars. So I'm just gonna forever be just shattering it. I might even just go with like an OEM Plus style. Just maybe stock kit and some pods, maybe a set of side skirts. Nothing too crazy. I don't know. The Wagon was always like OEM body style, but there's not a lot of options for that. You either go huge kit or no kit. Or garden edging lit. So, it's like a whole new playground of options. It's not just, this is car. Car do thing. Done. I have so many options. I'm not good with choices. Especially because I can't see stuff in my head. I don't think in images. I think in thoughts. Words, that's it. I'm just going to have to let it evolve. If you got input on that, let me know. Because, honestly, I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. But, I'm just going to keep poking along at it. And eventually it's going to turn into something sick. Alright, a little bit fiddly, but I like this mounting style for a bumper to a Rio way more than the like the 31. It just kind of slots over there, and there's like a couple of little lock-in bolts on the corners that no one ever uses because you got to literally pull headlights and the guard to actually get to them, and they're always seized, so no one ever uses them. I like this mounting style a lot better. So I just put the fuel flap on, which, yeah, it's a fuel flap. But this little dog right here, the latch for it doesn't hold on. I don't quite understand how that's meant to go on there. Prise it out here. It doesn't really have any bolt points or anything to bolt to. The only thing I can think of is there's meant to be like a tab here, a clip that's broken off. I don't know these things. So, S13 people, let me know down below. Is there meant to be a little clip tab that kind of clips into that little square hole right there? I'm assuming it's meant to, and that's just broken off. Don't really want to have to get that whole new cable. So, I might, I don't know, be able to Sikaflex it. I'm actually pretty happy with progress tonight. I didn't do a lot, but getting that boot fixed makes me pretty happy. I don't know why. I think I just like working on this car. It is what it is. Ooh, got a really nice smoke ring on it.
It's pink.
Looks quite juicy too. I finally remembered to actually pick up some black paint while I was at the shops. Stuff that's not, you know, enamel. So, it's going to get resprayed again anyway when I go through and do everything and paint it properly. But for now, to get a little bit better of a seal on where I've done all the rust repairs, and just tidy it up, make it look a little bit nicer. I just got some black acrylic spray paint. Nothing too crazy because it's all going to get sanded back anyway. That stuff from my local Auto One, and yeah, it's actually acrylic. Like it's not enamel stuff that's going to be a right pain to sand back later. Not a perfect match, but does look better. Yeah, it's only temporary, but definitely improves the overall look of how it's sitting in here, and kind of the better it looks, the more excited I am about it. So, and primer is still porous, so it also just seals up any of the rust repairs properly, and not just with porous primer, because it might be a while before it gets a proper paint job. So it's a bit of insurance, and it looks better sitting there, so why not? Still gonna call it a good day working on the S13. I didn't get a huge project done, but I got a lot of fiddly stuff done. Had a nice smoked roast dinner, which was fantastic, by the way. $100 smoker, one of the best things I've ever bought. Fantastic. Had a few beverages and got to play around with cars. I'm a happy man. Good meat, good car, I'm happy. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. Not exactly my normal style of doing big projects in one video, but I do hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are on the whole more vloggy style of video, because doing big projects every time for every video gets pretty difficult, especially when you get down to the nitty-gritty things on it. So let me know what you think about the more vloggy style videos, because I do enjoy filming them. So if you guys enjoy that sort of style, obviously this was just little nitty-gritty projects, but sometimes there'll be more. But if you enjoy the more vloggy style, let me know down below. If you just want me to keep to strict big build projects, let me know as well. At the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do with the channel, but your opinion does matter as the viewers, because at the end of the day, I am doing this for you guys as well. Like, I enjoy it, but it's to help you guys out, give some entertainment, and just, I'm making content for people like myself. And I enjoy this style of content, as well as big hectic projects with big time lapses and all that. So I enjoy both. Let me know if you do as well. But thank you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.